Imagine you're just eating lunch, minding your own business, and suddenly everyone around you panics and runs away from you. No warning, no reason, just pure terror. That's basically what it's like to be a human walking through the woods. Almost every wild animal on the planet is scared of us, even the big ones, even the ones that could absolutely destroy us in a fight. And the weird part? Scientists studied this, and what they found is honestly kind of dark. Because animals aren't just scared of us, they're scared of us in a very specific way. A way that suggests we might be the most terrifying thing that's ever walked this earth. So, why? Why are animals so scared of humans? Let's get into it. First, let's just talk about how widespread this actually is, because it's not just deer or rabbits. We're talking elephants, lions, wolves, crocodiles, sharks. Animals that have basically no natural predators still run from humans. In 2019, researchers from Western University did something pretty wild. They played audio recordings of different animals to wildlife in African nature reserves. They played lions roaring, they played dogs barking, and then they played humans talking, just regular human voices. The result? Animals fled from human voices twice as fast as they fled from lions. Let that sink in. We're scarier than lions to animals that live next to lions. So what is going on? There are actually a few reasons, and they stack on top of each other in a really interesting way. Here's the first reason. We smell like death, literally. Not because we're gross, well, sometimes, but because for hundreds of thousands of years, humans have been hunters. And when you're a hunter, you carry the scent of blood, fire, and dead animals everywhere you go. Animals evolved alongside early humans, and over that time, they learned, through painful, deadly experience, that the smell of a human meant something bad was about to happen. This got coded into their instincts. It's not something they're thinking about. It's automatic. Smell human, feel terror, run. What's crazy is how deep this goes. There are animals in places where humans haven't hunted for generations, and they're still scared of us. The fear got passed down genetically. It became part of who they are. Researchers call this the landscape of fear. It's this invisible map that animals carry around in their heads, certain smells, sounds, and shapes that trigger an immediate fear response. And humans, we're at the top of that map. We're the apex fear, even above natural predators in many cases. Which brings us to the second reason, and this one is a little more philosophical. Most predators in nature follow patterns. A lion chases you, a crocodile ambushes you near water, a shark attacks from below. Animals have had millions of years to evolve responses to these threats. They know how to read the situation, calculate the risk, and decide whether to run or stay. But humans broke that system entirely. We kill from a distance. We use traps. We hunt in coordinated groups. We use fire. We show up in places animals don't expect us, at times that make no sense. For an animal, a human is basically an unpredictable threat. There's no reliable way to read us. There's no safe distance from us. There's no behavior pattern to learn that keeps you safe. And in nature, when you don't understand a threat, the smart move is maximum fear. Always flee, never risk it. Scientists found that animals near humans actually change their entire behavior, not just when they see us, but all the time. They sleep less, they eat less, they become hypervigilant 24/7s. Essentially, living near humans is like living in constant low-grade stress, and over time, that stress actually changes how animals evolve. Here's where it gets really interesting, because it's not just that animals are scared of us, it's how they're scared of us that's different. When an animal sees a natural predator, its fear response is intense but short. The predator either catches it or it escapes. Either way, it's over fast. But when animals are exposed to human presence, even non-threatening human presence, like just walking nearby, their stress hormones stay elevated for much longer. Elk near hiking trails have been shown to have chronically elevated cortisol levels, the stress hormone, even when no hunter is present, just people hiking nearby. Wolves near human settlements change their entire activity patterns. They become nocturnal, completely switching their schedule just to avoid crossing paths with us. Even birds, urban birds have evolved to sing at higher pitches, so their songs can be heard over human noise. In just a few generations, that's how powerful our influence is. We're not just scaring animals, we're reshaping them, their behavior, their biology, their evolution, all because of how terrified they are of us. So here's the question. Can animals ever stop being scared of us? The answer is yes, but it takes a very specific condition: safety. Consistent, reliable, long-term safety. The best example is the Galapagos Islands. Animals there evolved in isolation, with no human hunters for thousands of years. When explorers first arrived, the animals had no fear response to humans at all. Birds would land on their heads. Sea lions would approach them out of curiosity. It wasn't that those animals were brave, they just had no historical reason to be scared. We can also see this happening in modern wildlife sanctuaries and national parks. When hunting is banned and humans behave consistently, just observing, not threatening, animals slowly, over generations, begin to tolerate human presence. But it's slow, really slow, because the fear isn't just learned, it's genetic now. It's baked in. Some researchers actually think this fear of humans could be one of the most powerful forces shaping ecosystems on Earth right now. More than any other predator, more than climate, just us. Our presence, our smell, our unpredictability. We've become the planet's apex predator, not just physically, but psychologically. We live rent-free in the heads of basically every other species on Earth. So next time you're out in nature and a bird flies away or a deer bolts, remember, that's hundreds of thousands of years of history playing out in real time. We didn't mean to become the most terrifying thing on the planet. We just kind of did. And honestly, that's a little bit sad and a little bit fascinating. Subscribe, next video. Do animals know when you're sad?